I was just listening to the White Spark Local podcast with Darren Shaw. He was interviewing Mike Blumenthal, and they were talking about local search and what's happening now at the end of 2025. Part of this conversation spoke about AI agents and how the direction of search is that AI agents will be surfing the web based on these queries that real human users are going to be doing and are doing, and not only compiling recommendations. Specifically, my concern and their concern was local businesses. So they not only compile recommendations on businesses that the searcher might want to work with based on the query that they do, but they would actually go ahead and initiate a phone call or fill out a booking calendar to make an appointment. So these AI agents are going to be following through for those next steps of actually generating conversions for these local small businesses. But as web developers, historically, we do everything that we can to thwart the efforts of bots so that we don't get a ton of spam that we know is not a human on the other end of a browser filling out a web form. We try to do things like CAPTCHAs, prove you're a human, and honeypots. So there are hidden fields on the front end of the browser in a form that the human user can't see, so they would never fill it out. But if a bot visits that form, they would fill it out and it would reject the entry and not generate a conversion. So as a web developer who's trying to reduce the amount of spam that comes through a website, how do we also make this site usable and inviting and effective when AI agents are now scanning the web and trying to create form entries and make conversions and make appointments on behalf of real human users? This is complicated, and I'm not exactly sure how to proceed. What would you do? Do you have any suggestions? Am I way off? Is something else happening here and they'll just know how to get by because they're AI? Let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching. Follow me for more SEO and web development content.